Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're returning. All right, so today we're starting part 2 in the Swatch All My Notpolish Colors With Me series. And today we are going to be doing reds and hot pinks. So I've got about, I don't know, I think it was 21 of these. Next we'll be doing pinks, all my pinks, which I counted yesterday, it was like 30 some. I'm going to be using Mia's Secret Monomer. I'm going to be using my black size 8 Kiara Sky brush. When I was prepping this brush, because I prepped it but haven't used it yet, I found this other brush I want to show you guys. This brush is, I got from my local nail supply, but it is by the brand named Petal, P-E-T-A-L, like flower petal. These are also on Amazon for pretty cheap. This is a great brush. If you guys are looking for an inexpensive brush, it's really, really close to my Kiara Sky brushes. They get really nice and flat. That one's lasted me 3 years, so check those out. So we're going to start with Russian Doll, and I tried to keep these in color order as far as going from dark to light. This color is considered a red, but is really a super deep burgundy with a plum color to it. When it dries, it looks almost black. So this was a full swatch, so you guys could get like the hardiness and the deep richness of the color, but you can use this to marble or thread through a design or go much lighter if you want this color to be lighter. So if you're looking for more of the plum side of this shade, you could mix with clear, mix with white, lighten it up. I don't know, but I love it like this. I think it's absolutely stunning. So there's Russian Doll. I'm going to do the same thing as I did in my other video, where I'm going to show you the name of the color first on the bottom of the jar, swatch the color for you, and then show it to you again once it's finished. Color is Midnight Special, also another deep burgundy. And I have several deep burgundies. Some of them have a plum tone, some of them have a cranberry tone, some have a red tone, some have a brown tone. I would consider this one more of a cranberry. I have used this kind of recently. I can't remember if it was, I think it was Kendra's set. Yeah. So you can see what that looks like on a set if you go back to that one video I did of Kendra's. Coming up next, I'm not positive, but Wine and Dine is another burgundy that I have that has a brown undertone. I'm saying undertone, I'm not sure if that's actually the correct phrase for it, but you'll see when we get there. And I can't remember if next is, I can't see these. Oh yeah, this was the one I was surprised when I opened it that it was a glitter. This is called Empire Style. I do put a clear top coat on this after it dries to show you guys what it looks like, and it's just gorgeous, just really, really stunning. And so I'm going to let you guys watch. Oh wait, before I do that, I want to let you know, after I watched the, you know, of course when you're editing, you watch and rewatch and clip and go back and forth and watch it one final time, add your voiceover, watch it again, so you get like ad nauseum watching your video, right? Well, I had waited a few days and then watched my posted video of the nude swatches and realized I didn't give you guys a really full, I give you a close-up of the colors, but not with the names, like at the end of the video. And once they dried, I just kind of panned across them. So in this video, while I'm waiting for one of the glows to glow for you guys in the lamp, I do pull out the swatches of the nudes and give you a much better, closer look with some really good lighting. So in case you missed any of those, you can just get a better look at those this time. Yeah, those this time. And at the end of this video, I went through each one by one and in a group and really showed you like different lighting and like a final look of all the colors where you could see the names together and everything else. Also, I did notice using a white background instead of pink or black, purple or black, really helped bring out the true color. So at the end, when I'm showing you the finished swatches, sometimes the lighting isn't always the best. So if you're wanting to know the true color of these it's here while I'm swatching them. When they're wet, when I'm putting them on in this lighting, these are definitely true to color, and I'm not doing any zooming or lots of editing or anything. So I hope the video uploads well for you guys. So I'm gonna let you guys watch and I'll jump back on. This was the Wine and Dine that has kind of a brown tone, if you guys can notice that. And I'll be back. All right, and for this color Tusa, this is one of their top sellers, and you'll see why. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I couldn't figure out, put it in with the hot pinks, put it in with the reds, put it in with the purples. So if you look at the color of the rainbow and you put these on your shelf in rainbow color, it doesn't fit in with the purples at all. And it doesn't fit in with the reds either, but it's closest to hot pink. So that's why I included it in this video, even though it's real off the grid kind of from the colors I was just doing. But we are going to be getting into hot pinks now. I decided to do the reds and hot pinks together because, you know, I haven't ordered any reds or burgundies in a while because I have a lot of them, I think. But really, I only had like 5 or 6. I have more pinks than anything. So, like I mentioned, the pink video is going to be a lot of colors. So I just put this one in. I didn't really know where to place it in the order of things. And for me, this color here, I always thought that Big Lip was Notpolish's red. Like, if you want a red, get this. But this is actually more of a brick red than a true primary red. Their true primary red, when we get there, is going to be Red Lotus. So if you're ever looking for, because I bought this Big Lip thinking that it was red, and it is. It's a luscious, gorgeous red, but it's a deep red with kind of a brick look to it. So yeah, Red Lotus will be the color you want to get if you just want a bright primary red. And if you know what I mean by primary, you know, just primary colors, red, white, blue, that kind of thing. So that one's coming up next. You'll notice it's definitely a red. And these ones that are empty, I did buy more, so I do have other ones. Of course, I didn't double swatch anything for you guys. And then, yeah, just like my other nudes, and just like you're going to see with the pinks, Some of these are very similar, but again, there are undertones, there are variations, and when they're dried and laid out next to each other, you'll see they are different in color. They are very similar, but over the years, buying different colors, that's what happens. You know, you get some things that are quite similar and that you don't need or really use. So that's why I share my colors and send out boxes and split them in half with people, and, you know, so they can get used. But I actually really love having such a selection, because if I want a cranberry red and not a brown red, I have it, you know. And trust me, that happens with clients. They have an idea in their mind of what color they want, and you can swatch 5 reds for them, and it's just not it until you get out that cranberry. Do you know what I mean? Or the cherry. So it's good. I love that. I love being able to give a client what they want. That's just super satisfying to me. So that is why I have so many different variations in different colors. I know I had something else to tell you guys. Well, I don't have any wild animal stories this time, thankfully. That is still wild and crazy to me. But I don't have any story times for you guys, I don't think. I do have some Watch Me Works coming up. I've been having an unboxing with Drea's stuff. My Crafts by 9 cover collection came. I haven't opened it. The surprise package from Notpolish that they sent me just as a free gift is still unopened. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing the unboxing next or get into my pink swatching next. You guys let me know which one you want to see. I just want you guys to notice, because I notice it really grabs my eye. These are application only. You know, they're swatches. There's no filing or top coat. The only thing I top coated was that red I just showed you. I didn't top coat the glitter or shimmers on these swatches, which I actually am going to go back and do for clients, you know, when I show them so they can see what they'll look like. But do you see how velvety these look? Do you see the absolute perfection of this product? Oh my gosh. Also, I did a couple of nails in this swatch video, where I try to do like instead of one big meaty bead, I use smaller beads and do like the 2 or 3 bead method, so you guys can also see how colors work. And I've definitely noticed, I'll show you when I start doing the application again, but when you're working with colors that are highly, highly pigmented, and you open up the jar and the acrylic just looks like talcum powder, like super powdery, and you dip your brush into it and there's not really any give back, your brush like sinks all the way into it. I have found that instead of dragging or bouncing or patting your brush into the acrylic when it's like that if you just press it down and hold it, your brush will absorb the bead. And I'm wondering if this is one of them, so I can show you what I mean. I'm not gonna be able to show you because this stupid recording bar is in the way. Let me turn this around. Okay, yeah. If you noticed how I just pressed and held my brush in there until I picked up the bead, that is a way I found that is easier to pick up a bead in a really highly pigmented color. And by the way, this is that Red Lotus I was speaking of. That is their just bright, true primary red. It's so beautiful. If you're trying to do a red set, it's just gorgeous. I need to stop saying So I did try giving you guys views of different ways to work with the product so you can see basically how, it doesn't matter what you do, these colors are going to be easy to work with and just amazing. If you don't have any knot polish, just try it. You won't regret it, especially if you use my code. My code is JEN, Jen. I'll put that in the description box. Or if you wait till they have a sale, you're not going to be paying $20 for these. A lot of people say, oh, knot polish is too expensive. No, it isn't. I built my whole collection never paying more than $13 or $15 for each of my acrylics. They have Klarna, so I just make a list of colors I want, wait till I have at least a $150 order because then shipping is free, and I use Klarna. And over the years, it's been really no sweat off my nose at all to build my collection. So don't think you have to pay for cheap or buy subpar products. Just get knot polish if you're using colored acrylics, because I have tried everything, and some products do compare, okay? Some are relatively good enough, like chisel. But I pay $15 for a 2-ounce of chisel. So it's not like I'm getting chisel cheaper, so I still might as well get a knot polish, you know. 876, Drea Nail Supply, those are a couple others that I have found that are also very, very close to this and true to being a good, easy acrylic to work with. But they're also the same price as these. So if you're thinking knot polish is too expensive and therefore buying cheaper products, don't. Just go get some. It's simple as that. If you want some, go get them. Their monomer is also great. Their brushes are great. Their customer service is beyond compare. I'm telling you this in case you guys are new. I know all my OGs have heard this ad nauseum, but in case you're new here, which I do welcome and see all of you new subscribers, I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you, and welcome in. Welcome to our little nail family here. You guys, I'm getting close to 800, which means I'm close to 1K, which I can't believe it. But if you are tired of hearing me brag about knot polish, just close your ears. But just go get some. Just don't hesitate. Don't wait. Don't tell yourself it's too expensive, because it's not. It's not. They have sales all the time. You can at least get someone's code, mine or anyone else's. There's all kinds of codes out there. And just go get some. If you're working with colored acrylic, just do it. I love this color. That's why I kept showing you. And it has a tiny little shimmer to it. Let's see, I'm waiting until we get to, yeah, that girl. So I showed you, I tapped on that because it has a G in front of it, like I explained in the last video. If there's a G in front of it, it means it glows, and it is from their Glow collection. Sometimes I have a hard time getting my words out because my mind is going faster than my mouth. So this is a glow color, and it glows red. So when I put it in the light to show you the glow, it was morning. I turned off all my lights and shut my door, but I do have several windows in my studio, so I wasn't able to get the room dark enough to show you the glow. So I did insert a photo from their webpage that shows you the color it glows, which is red. And I've never seen an acrylic glow red. I know we have them out there, and here it is. I was showing it to you in the lamp because when I pulled it out, you just couldn't see the glow. And here is their website picture of this color. Love this. And it's very, very similar to the last color I swatched. That one doesn't glow, this one does. And I'm just showing you there what it looks like when it's dry versus having come out of the lamp for glowing. I was trying to get to show you the glow. So now we're getting into some really bright pinks, and I do want to mention, see this here? If you think this color is marbling, it's not. It's just flat out with any brand you use. If a color is highly, highly, highly pigmented, especially bright green, bright pink, you're going to see the color separation between the clear and the pigment. So the only thing you need to do is what I just did here. Kind of tap it a little bit, even with a big old meaty bead like I put on there. If you go back to the beginning of that swatch, you'll see that I kind of blended the bead on the nail. I like poked at it, I folded it over, I blended and pulled it down. Another way to get that out of a color is, even with the best brands, you're going to see that. As long as it doesn't end up ruining your final application and your color looks smooth in the finish, then don't worry about it. Don't call it marbling. It's not something to stress or fret about. It's actually not marbling. It's just the nature of the beast. Pigments that are that bright have a hard time mixing with their clear. So you mix them together as you go. You can also work in smaller, wetter beads. If you're not comfortable kind of mixing a meatier bead like I just did, you can just work smaller or wetter. But if you have a good product like this, that will blend out and it won't be an issue. So I'm going to jump off again, let you guys watch. So I'm glad these videos have ended up being 20 minutes or so. It's really making me happy because it's easy to watch. It was easy to do. I labeled all my sticks, hours beforehand, so it wasn't like part of the project that made me like try to hurry through it, because it was taking too long. So we're coming to the end here. I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching yet again. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Be here as in making content, because I love doing it, but it makes it even better to share it with you guys. So let me know what your favorite color is here. I'm dying for these hot pinks, really, just so luscious. So I think the next one is Cotton Candy. If this one isn't Cotton Candy, again, I can't see on the screen. If you guys record, you know. I think there is one more. I can't remember. Anyway, let me look here. Sorry for the pause. I still can't tell. Okay, so you guys, this is the end, Cotton Candy. I'm going to talk a little bit through these swatches, but you can watch this back if you want. This is how I did it differently for you. But I wanted you to notice on that Cotton Candy, I don't know if you noticed, but it was a 1 ounce. So there are a lot of colors on Notpolish's website. If you just want to try them out, you can purchase a 1 ounce too. I don't remember the price of the 1 ounce, but if you don't want to or can't afford to, or whatever your situation is, get a 2 ounce, or maybe you think you're only going to use a deep plum color for maybe 1 or 2 sets, so you don't need a 2 ounce. They also have 1 ounce available, and they have 4 ounce, I think 8 and 16 ounces, so you can get anything you want on there. So this is what I was mentioning to you guys, where I'm showing them all to you in good lighting up close when they're dry with their names clearly displayed. This I'm going to be doing in all of the videos. So like I mentioned in the nude video, I've never done this before. Of course, I've done swatches before, but I've never done a video swatching all my colors. So it's a learn as we go, and I will be making sure to do this at the end of every video for you guys, just as a recap. I know how it is. You're going through a video and you're like, oh, I love that color. Oh, I love that color. If you don't have a piece of paper, if you're like not prepared or making a list, you want to see it at the end, and you want to see it up close, and you want the names. So that will be part of the next series 2, which part 3 will be coming up, and it will be all my pinks. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate and love you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.